Today's webcast is brought to you by Safeguard Properties. The U.S. Department of Treasury auctions off more than $35 million in preferred stock as part of an effort to wind down TARP, and the FHFA announces its strategic plan for the upcoming fiscal years. Ahead on Tuesday's News Wrap. As part of a continuing effort to wind down the government's troubled asset relief program to bail out banks devastated by the financial crisis of 6 years ago, the U.S. Department of Treasury recently auctioned off preferred stocks for 3 institutions, gaining $35.6 million in aggregate gross proceeds. The auction was part of Treasury's effort to recover remaining investments in the capital purchase program. Treasury had outstanding investments in 39 CPP institutions heading into last week's auction. Treasury sold 30,000 shares of stock in First United Corporation of Oakland, Maryland at slightly more than $1,000 per share for aggregate gross proceeds, totaling just more than $30 million to account for most of the proceeds gained in the auction. Other institutions for which Treasury sold stocks in the auction were Lone Star Bank of Houston, Texas, and Porter Bancorp of Louisville, Kentucky. Between these two institutions, Treasury sold about $5.5 million worth of securities. Federal Housing Finance Agency has announced its strategic plan for the fiscal years 2015 through 2019, reflecting the FHFA's priorities as a regulator and conservator of government-sponsored enterprises Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, as well as regulator of the 12 federal home loan banks. The strategic plan outlines 3 goals for the FHFA for the forthcoming fiscal years: ensure safe and sound regulated entities, ensure liquidity, stability, and access in housing finance, and manage the enterprise's ongoing conservatorship. You can check out these stories and all the latest happenings in the industry right here on our site. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again on Wednesday. Until then, stay with DSNews.com for all of your most relevant default servicing news.